The next topic to be discussed in the fifth unit is analog device DSP. DSP here denotes digital signal processor, but we denote the digital signal processor with a prefix analog device. Why? I tell you the reason for this analog device prefix in the later session. First, I explain you the operation of analog device digital signal processor. This digital signal processor accepts the real world signals. The real world signals are naturally available as analog signals, you know. The real world analog signal may be voice, audio, video, temperature, pressure, or position. These analog signals are converted into digital first, then the digitally converted analog signals are manipulated mathematically by the processor. Then the manipulated digital signals are applied as the output, or it is converted to the form in which it is required. How these are all done? Actually, the digital signal processor gets analog input. The analog input applied to the digital signal processor is converted to digital with the help of an analog to digital converter. The ADC output is digital. This digital output is processed. Processing is nothing but the mathematical manipulation done in a processor. Processed by the processor, and the processed digital output may be provided to a digital output device, or it may be converted to analog using an analog to digital converter, and it may be provided as an analog signal. Right? This is the operation of a digital signal processor. Though the processing of the signal is done as digital, this digital signal processor accepts the analog signals. So only we name it as an analog device. This is a digital signal processor, but this digital signal processor may fall into the category of analog devices. This is the reason behind the naming analog device digital signal processors. The speciality of digital signal processor is, though it performs various operations of getting an analog input, converting into digital, processing or manipulating mathematically the digital signal, and converting the digital back to analog form, it do all these processes at high speed. As an example for a digital signal processor, we shall explain the operation takes place in a basic MP3 audio player. The diagram shows you the different blocks or the different functions that takes place in an MP3 player. First, the analog voice or the analog music is received by any receiver like mic by the MP3 player as an analog signal. With the received analog signal, the analog to digital converter available in the MP3 player converts the analog music or signal into digital. This digitally converted input is applied to a digital signal processor, where the processor encodes, do the conversion of the actual digital signal into a MP3 format encoding. The signal is encoded as MP3, and the encoded MP3 signal is stored in the memory. Then, whenever we want to play a MP3 music, the stored MP3 format from the memory is taken by the digital signal processor. Now, the digital signal processor do the decoding, that is the conversion of the MP3 encoded signal into the actual digital form as decoding. The decoded MP3 song is given to the digital to analog converter, where the actual raw digital signal is converted to analog, and the analog signal is played by a speaker to listen by the human being. This is the operation of a MP3 audio player, where a digital signal processor is used to perform the operation of MP3 encoding and MP3 decoding. Based upon the different variety MP3 player, it may perform other functions like volume control, adjusting the volume, equalization of the different sounds, and the user interface. User interface means in different options you may provide the input and you may get the output. You may be provided with a option for headphone, you may provided with the option for a speaker, you may be provided with the option to store and play the music from a pen drive, CD drive, etc. These are all some user interface. So this is an example for a digital signal processor, how it performs the operation as an MP3 player. So what is available actually inside a digital signal processor? How the basic simple architecture of digital signal processor? What are all the different blocks available in digital signal processor? This diagram shows you the different blocks available in digital signal processor. We have four basic blocks called program memory, data memory, compute engine, and IO block. Program memory, the name itself specifies this memory is used to store the program with which the processor can perform its operation or it can process the data. Data memory is nothing but the memory in which the data which is to be processed by the processor are stored, where the analog input received by the processor will be stored, and that has to be handled by the digital signal processor. The third block is compute engine. Compute engine gets the program to be executed from the program memory, takes the data which has to be processed by the processor from the data memory, and using the program taken by the program memory, the data taken by the data memory is processed by the processor in the compute engine. The final block is input output block, where it performs a range of functions to connect it to the outside world. The block itself has so many ports called serial ports, timers, host port, external port, link port, everything. With the help of all these ports, you can connect any input or output devices with the digital signal processor, and this input output block only provides the connection with the external world. These are all the basic blocks available in a digital signal processor. Next, we shall mention the advantages of the digital signal processors. If we simply analyze the operation and understand the working of a digital signal processor, we can quickly mention the advantages. The digital signal processors can accept the real world signals in its own natural form as analog, and the accepted analog signals are processed digitally in a digital signal processor. With this two operation, you can mention the advantages. At the beginning, with the introduction of digital signal processor, we mentioned that it accepts analog signal, converts to digital, processes it digital, and provides the output. Though it performs all these functions, the speciality is it can do all these operations in a quick way. So high speed is the first advantage of digital signal processor. Second advantage is accuracy. The processing is done in digital form, though the input is analog. The necessity to do the processing in digital form is digital signals provide more accuracy than analog signals. So, the second advantage of digital signal processors are accuracy. Next topic is applications of digital signal processor. Where and all we can find digital signal process in our real life. First, digital audio applications. Where and all we want to hear MPEG audio, portable audio, MP3 audio, we'll be finding some digital signal processor there. In digital cameras, we have digital signal processor to accept or to capture the picture as analog and to store it as digital. And wearable medical applications. Wearable medical applications are nothing but the wearable devices which performs some medical operations such as reading some human parameters and storing or transmitting as digital data. So wearable medical applications gets input as analog and stores or transmits as digital. And storage products, disk drive, hard disk, pen drive, memory drive, everything is digital signal processor. Military applications such as radar and sonar. Radar is nothing but radio detection and ranging. Sonar is nothing but sound navigation and ranging. Here, the EM wave is used for detecting the length in radar. In sonar, we use the sound to navigate and to range the distance, where analog signals are used and the processing is done as digital. And industrial control. For example, so many industrial devices which are all has to be monitored for a maximum value automatically, and it should be automatically turned off and on. For this, we may use digital signal process which deals with analog signals and process in digital. And seismic exploration. Seismic exploration means you will be using some seismic signal to detect the range of the earth or the earth's surface. There also you are applying analog signals, but the processing is done as digital. And in network area, wireless networking is a digital field where the signal is an EM signal. And the base station is nothing but an exchange which is connected with multiple users. So that has to receive the analog signals, and all the process has to be done as digital. And cable modem transmits and receives the cable TV signals, and the modem performs modulation and demodulation. The transmission and reception signals are analog, but it is operated with the modem as digital. And ADSL, VDSL or some digital subscriber lines, different types of modem. All these handles analog signals but performs the operation in digital mode. So these are all some day-to-day life applications where we find digital signal processors as analog device.